Ladies and gentlemen, I love BDO. No shadow of a doubt. Absolutely. I love BDO more than any other game, and I want this game to be pretty much in its best shape. I want this game to be it. I want this game to be the absolute alpha and omega. It's what I desire. It is what I aim for. But ladies and gentlemen, do you know something that we're missing? And this is not gonna be a favorite video of the video player, because the video player doesn't like to think out of the box. The video player has a need, the video player has a desire, they chase that need and they chase that desire, and they don't really go necessarily out of the box to explore the multiple aspects of Black Desert. But one thing is for sure, we're missing lore, ladies and gents. We're missing stories. We're missing the concept of a universe. We're missing the glue which binds all players together, and that is the world which we live upon and the vibrance of that very same world. So I want to show you today something, guys, and before that, people are going to say, Verdict, what the hell are you talking about? Stop talking about lore, bro. Our spam, nobody cares about it. Sure, fine. That's your opinion. But let me tell you something. Over the past month or so, I've produced lore videos for Black Desert. And I can tell you, I am excited, beyond excited, to keep on producing it. There is genuinely an interest. The reception is absolutely astonishing. And it seems to me like it's an untapped market. It seems to me like it's a market which the players want. And not just that, it's a market that Pearl Abyss ever so lightly touch upon, and they give us little bits here and there, the choo-choo train with the spoon. They're coming in, they're giving us a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. And it seems to me at the very least that a story is as important to an MMORPG as there is PvP, as there would be PvE, as there would be anything for anybody. Think of every single game, guys, into the MMORPG. Think of Terra. What do you remember of Terra? Nothing. Think of Silk Road. What do you remember of Silk Road? Nothing. Think of all of these MMORPGs, all of them consistently miss on one thing, and that is the delivery of the story. BDO doesn't necessarily fully miss it, but it's not there either to its fullest extent. And before people tell me, Verdict, nobody should be investing into the lore of a game which has quote-unquote zero lore need, let me tell you something. When this absolute genius of a man, this absolute colossal of a mind created one of the most important pieces of literature in the history of literature, one of the most beloved, should I say, pieces. You know what this is? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a book. Yeah, it's called the Silmarillion. It is essentially playing God. This is the holy book, in essence, of the Tolkien universe. If this book was not have, been conceptualized in his mind, the effect to which the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbits, and everything that was happening in that universe, man, it would not have landed as good as it landed because of this book. An important thing, an important trope is purpose behind stuff that we're doing. And to tell you something, I have another example here. One of at least in modern day for the Zoomies, of course, which we are a part of. Wait, I'm a millennial, never mind. But anyways, imagine it like this. People say, Verdict, nobody should be committing to creating a lore for such a game like BDO. Nobody should be committing to making a story, writing stories for such a game. And I would like to give you the most prime example of why that is not true. You know what this is? This here, ladies and gents, is one of the most important pieces for an entire universe which has been in the works for about almost 40 years, as far as I'm aware. If you go over here behind, you're going to see the small little logo. It says something very important. It says Warhammer 40,000. Right? A tabletop game. Yeah. A tabletop game with about 40 years of stories, 40 years of literature, pretty much binding it together for the love of the people who are there to experience it. And the reason for which I'm using both of these examples is because often enough, the full extent to one game's success cannot be realized until all sections are explored. And right now in Black Desert, we're missing that final section. We're missing the story which binds us all together. We're missing the stories which divide us. We're missing the depth of our classes. We're missing everything that would make Black Desert Online a world which we all exist in. And not just that, we're missing the quote-unquote immortality aspect. What it is to be immortal is to live fondly into the minds of others, because gameplay will not always be here. PvP, PvE will not always be here. Life skilling will not always be here. Reading knowledge inside a game will not be here. But you know what could be here? An investment into the future. Something that will stay here forever and ever. Something that can be passed on forever and ever. This is more of a plea to Pearl Abyss to actually start doing stuff like this, because the most successful games in the history of gaming have exceptionally successful stories, which were not the centerpiece at start, but they afterwards became the centerpiece because of the love and passion towards these games. And a very important thing which BDO is missing are these particular stories. The Jordine saga was astonishing. It was a good experience. It was a step into the right direction. You could really feel the passion and dedication of the voice actors who worked onto these jobs. And not just that, it was delivered in that AAA quality. Voice lines better than anything that The Witcher has ever done. We're talking about that Santa Monica Studios. We're talking about Pearl Abyss should be absolutely proud. Whoever directed this, you should be proud. And my plea to Pearl Abyss is to finally explore the last bit which you miss, and that is conceptualize this world and immortalize it. Because we do not wish to end up like Terra, like Silk Road. We do not wish to end up like Continent of the Ninth Seal. We wish to be immortal. And this is immortality in its true form. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy.